This is my manifestation wall. Happy New Year! And what comes with the new year is a lot of people starting vision boards and manifestation kind of collages. But I have a manifestation wall. This is obviously only a part of the wall. I have different sections for wealth, career, friendship, and that is above and below, but I'm only going to show you this part for now. I have always believed in manifestation for a long time, since I was 8. So I'm wrong. I haven't always believed in manifestation. I have believed in manifestation since I was about 8 years old, because I was reading a magazine, and in the magazine there was an article about this new book that all these celebrities, including Paris Hilton, was reading, and it's the book called TheSecret. Now, if you haven't heard of this book, you've definitely seen it. The cover looks like this, and it's also a DVD where it has the people who are in the book and the creator of the book, Rhonda Byrne, talking about their experiences and how the law of attraction or manifestation exactly works and how it has changed their lives. So I read the magazine article about this book, and they explained it very, very simply to an 8-year-old. And the very, very simply put way of The Secret, which is just manifestation, the law of attraction, is that whatever you put out into the world will come to you. If you truly, truly believe that you will achieve something and you will get something that you desire, if you put out those feelings, you act as if it's already happened to you, you are living it, if you visualize it, then the law of attraction will attract to your life, and the universe, the world, will come and give it to you. So that night, after reading that article, I went to the circus, and there was a raffle at the circus. I entered that raffle and I said to myself, I've won. I have won this raffle. And I did win. Now, it could absolutely be a complete coincidence, because it was a strange circus. It wasn't actually in a tent. It was in the community centre, and I'd say in the audience there was probably a maximum of 30, 40 people there. So to win a raffle out of 30, 40 people statistically isn't that hard. But it was this first experience of just reading about this new thing, this manifestation, this book, that gave me the confidence for the rest of my life to believe that if I truly, truly desire something, and I put pictures of it on my wall and I imagine it happening and I have positive feelings and I stay in a positive attitude, that good things will come back to me. One of my favorite things to watch is not actually The Secret DVD. The Secret DVD, it is good. It's very inspirational and it goes into much, much more details about it. But I actually think the Oprah Winfrey show, where she invited on the author of The Secret and lots of other people who contributed to making the book to talk about their life experiences, exactly how manifestation works, the process, and they talk to people in the audience about the problems in their lives and how they can use manifestation to change their lives. I watch that Oprah Winfrey episode, it's completely on YouTube, over and over and over. I find it much more inspiring than the actual Secret documentary. And when it comes to the book, I've read the book all the way through once, and to be honest, I couldn't get a hold of the original copy of it because it's even now so popular. I think it first came out in 2006. There are parts of the book that I understand and I agree with, but there's other parts of the book that I just don't get and don't fully agree with. So I think the book can be a little bit too a lot of information at once and very philosophical in some ways. I think the Oprah Winfrey Show truly is very, very inspiring. And I also think it's so interesting how many successful celebrities and Olympians talk about manifestation, and not in a vague way, in an actual concrete, direct way. Jim Carrey is very, very famous for saying that he wrote himself a check for millions, and it was 6 months before he had dated that check to himself, he got the amount of money that he wrote on that check for himself to himself. You see so many Olympians talking about how they visualize the match they're about to play, how it's going to play out. They visualize themselves winning gold. And it's not just you visualize and you sit back, because as one person said, if you visualize everything and sit at home, they're going to come and take your furniture away. It's that you visualize what you want, you put out the good feeling into the universe, because they say that the universe is all about feelings and vibrations. And when you feel good, you have positivity, that kind of vibrates out. And whatever is similar, like attracts like, will come back to you. So if you're matching the feeling of the goal you want, it'll come back to you. Whew, I'm sounding a little bit like a scientist or a little physicist here. It can get very, very hippy dippy, but there definitely is science behind this that does talk about how energy can never be destroyed. And so there is scientific claims that do back this. And then there's a lot of people who have had true experiences with manifestation where they really, really feel like this is real. And I'm one of them. I have had, since I was 8 years old, other experiences that are not coincidences. I do believe coincidences do exist. I do believe that not everything in the world is spiritual or of this kind of manifestation world. But there have just been things that have happened that I have wanted and that I have put out there, and they happened, and it was just too much of a coincidence. Now, even if you don't believe in any of this, when you do put up pictures on your wall of the goal you want, it does kind of help you get to where you want. If you wake up every day and you have a picture on your wall of your goal house, your goal income, the goal body that you want, take away manifestation, it's just a very positive way to start your day. And it's a great way to kind of visualize and see what you want and achieve that goal even quicker. Even if all of this is for people who just need a coping mechanism and they want something to kind of hang on to, I think it's a very positive way to start 2026, because when you can clearly see your goal, it's easier to achieve your goal. I'm really excited for 2026. I'm really hoping that everyone else has a wonderful 2026, and maybe you could start your own manifestation wall. If a wall is a little bit too extreme for you, because I understand it can be a little extreme for many people, maybe just start with like a vision board.